Hey guys, so today I kind of wanted to backtrack a little bit. I feel like I've been telling you guys how to do my wash and go and my favorite products, but I haven't honestly sat and told you how I got to where I am today with my hair. So I really wanted to share with you 5 tips that will help you guys achieve long hair and the curly hair and the healthy hair that you guys want to achieve. So, step one is to trim those ends. Guys, get rid of those ends. I know there's a lot of articles and blogs out there that say do a hot olive oil treatment or dip your ends in this and that or use this. Guys, they might work, but honestly, the best thing you could possibly do is to just get rid of those ends. They're weighing your hair down. So what you need to do is take some scissors, preferably shear scissors that are for hair, and trim those ends. Anytime you see an end that's frizzy or just dead, just trim it off and take off what you're comfortable with taking off. When I was first transitioning, I had about 4 inches of dead ends, and I didn't want to cut everything off at one time because I would have had like no hair. So I took about 2 inches off at first and just waited till I had new growth and took maybe another inch off or a half an inch or whatever I felt comfortable with doing. I would just continue to do that as my hair grew until I was comfortable with where I was and I didn't have to trim my ends anymore. So after you've trimmed those ends off, invest in some natural products. There's so many products out there. You guys might have to try a few just to see what works for your hair. There's Shea Moisture, Diva Curl, TGIN, Carol's Daughter, Kinky Curly, Miss Jessie's, Dad. There's tons and tons of natural products out there. Make sure they have no sulfates, no parabens, nothing that is taking that natural oil from your hair. These products will help you leave that natural oil in your hair, and I promise you, you will see a difference once you start using these products. So you guys can usually find a line in Sally's, Target, Whole Foods, wherever you can find your natural product that works for you. Find it and stick with it and just use it to your advantage because I promise you will love it. Tip number 3 is to deep condition, and there's a million ways you guys can do this. There's so many natural healthy products that you can find in your fridge that promote growth and keep your hair moisturized. These include bananas, eggs, avocados, mayonnaise. And if you're not comfortable with putting food in your hair right away, most natural brands come with a deep conditioner. I know Shea Moisture, they have masks. They have masks that you put in your hair, you leave it on for a few minutes, whether that be in the shower or you come out and you just rinse it out. And doing that once a week will seriously make a ton of difference. So I advise you guys just to deep condition at least once a week, and it will save you tons and tons of trouble. My 4th tip is to stay as far away as possible from heat and dye and bleach and hot combs and anything that will damage these beautiful curls of yours. And I know this is especially hard for someone who's always gotten perms or has always flat ironed their hair once a month or however. I know this is super hard, especially when you have your hair short because you just trim the ends and you just want to straighten it out, but I promise, don't do it. And it might look a little crazy on you. You might have really curly hair at the root, but then it straightens out from all the dead hair. Don't straighten it just because you want all your hair to look the same. Don't ruin the progress that you have already made. Keep with it. I promise it is going to get better. One suggestion that may help with this is to set goals. I know when I first transitioned, I was setting a goal. I said, okay, every 4 months, every 6 months, I'm not going to straighten my hair for this long. I'm just going to keep it curly, and that may be a little much for you. Maybe you should just try a month or a few weeks, whatever it is. Set a goal so that at the end of that goal, you can look back and see how much you have progressed since then. I think that is very, very helpful. So once you do get to your month or 2 or 3 or 4 months, you can see how far you've come and how much your hair has changed from deep conditioning and using these natural products. And you might not even want to straighten your hair anymore or dye it or anything like that. You may really fall in love with your natural curls and embrace them. My last tip for you guys is embrace these protective styles. There's so many protective styles out there. You can Google them, you can YouTube them, of what you can do to protect your hair while you are transitioning, in case it is one of those things where you don't like how it's looking because of the two different textures in your hair. I know when I was first transitioning, buns were my go-to when my hair was just drying and I was just waiting for it to dry all the way, and when it was, I would just put it in a bun in the middle of class or wherever I was, and I was done. That was my protective style. It put my hair up and protected the inside of my hair so it wasn't all out in the open and it wasn't breaking off and it wasn't getting touched or pulled or anything like that. Buns are great. There's also braids, weaves, twist outs, extensions. There's so many out there, guys. Just you can do your research and it makes it really simple, and it does protect your hair while you are in that transitioning phase, while you are deep conditioning and everything you need to do to be getting your hair back to health. So guys, this is just a bonus tip and I'm sure you already know that, but just be patient. You know, your damaged, unhealthy hair didn't come overnight. It came from years of bleaching and flat ironing and perming and everything you've done to your hair. It took a lot of time to get where you were, so it's gonna take a long time to get healthy again. It's not gonna happen overnight. So guys, I hope these tips have helped you and can help you in the future achieve the curls that you guys want to achieve. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, all those things, and I will talk to you guys later.